There's a Stoic rule that goes like this: pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. The Stoics believed that pain was something that we couldn't avoid, that it was a part of the human condition. But what we choose to do about that pain, whether we voluntarily inflict additional pain on ourselves or make the best of a bad situation, that was up to us. It's a great reminder in those moments when life inevitably hurts. So, in this video, we're going to go over the Stoic rule of pain and suffering, why it's so important, and how you can apply it to your own life. So without further ado, let's get into it. Pain is inevitable. Life will hurt. There's no way around it. And if you think you can live a life free from pain, then you're sorely mistaken. In fact, the Stoics believed that pain was actually a good thing, because it made us stronger and more resilient. Marcus Aurelius writes in Meditations, "He who has overcome fear is no longer afraid of the darkness. No longer aboida, za, samui stormer shrinks from death." In other words, pain is unavoidable and it can actually be a good thing for us. But there's another part to this Stoic rule, and that's the idea that suffering is optional. What do I mean by suffering? I don't mean the feeling of pain itself, but rather the emotional response that we have to pain, the story that we tell ourselves about pain. For example, let's say you're at the doctor's office getting a shot. Well, that's going to hurt. But how you respond to that pain, whether you view it as a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day or an insignificant blip on the radar of your amazing life, that's up to you. And it's that choice, according to the Stoics, that makes all the difference. Epictetus writes, "It is not things that upset us, but our judgments about those things." And again, it's that same idea that our feelings about our feelings, our judgment about our judgment, ultimately cause us more suffering than the actual pain itself. So how can we put this into practice in our own lives? Well, let's start with the idea of acceptance. We can't fight reality. We can't change the past. We can only affect what we do in the present moment. So the first step is to simply accept the pain. Don't try to push it away. Don't try to pretend that it's not there. Instead, acknowledge it, feel it, and then let it go. Next, we need to focus on the present moment. When we ruminate about the past or worry about the future, we're only adding unnecessary suffering to our lives. So focus on what you can control, on what's happening right now, and let that be your starting point. And finally, we need to remember that pain is a part of life. It's something that we can't avoid. So instead of fighting it, why not try to embrace it? Instead of seeing pain as a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day, why not see it as a chance to be strong, to be resilient, to be better prepared for the next challenge that comes your way? That's the Stoic rule of pain and suffering. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. The Stoics believed that pain was something that we couldn't avoid, but that our response to pain, our attitude towards pain, was ultimately up to us. So the next time you're in pain, remember that you don't have to suffer. You have a choice in the matter. Choose wisely. If you liked this video, check out my podcast where I talk about all things Stoic philosophy. Thanks for watching.